What's up? It's Sunday afternoon. It's been a long day. 6:30, 7 o'clock start time this morning. Let's take you through it. This is the 8/8 swap G-body, quick performance brackets, upper control arms. These I already had in a G-body prior. I ordered their bolt kit. You think that it would come with the spacers necessary for the lowers. It did not. I guess if you buy their lower control arms, it comes with the proper spacers. That's undercoat. I just had my own homebrewed coil over setup on the 7.5. There's the brackets there. This is the 7.5 out with my own disc brake conversion. And then what happened is this was the upper bar for the shock support. And then when you had this in the car, and I'm changing the ride height, the bar was like real close to here, lowering the car down. So I had to relocate this bar, and I put new roll cage tubing in it up above, higher up, probably like 2-3 inches up higher, and I'll show you that when it's down. Cut the axle dampener brackets off. I made my own little spacers for here. What else did I have to do? I used the GM G-body brake hose still. I cut through the brake line on this side by accident, cutting the brackets off, redid that. Relocated the brake lines out of the pinch zone inside of here. I may have to notch this because I want the car to sit a certain way with these big tires on it. The factory drive shaft fit to the 8/8 rear without any special things for now, but I do have an aluminum drive shaft that will go in it. It's too short, so I have to send that out tomorrow. I still have some brackets to remove, some painting to do, extra lubrications to do. This was quite a bit of work. I drilled 3 studs for the tires in the back on each wheel. That was a pain in the ass. I'm going to take the rear apart, find out how many spline axles in there, and just order axles that are already drilled properly, because this was just me rushing through it, but just enough to move the car in and out. I need to make sure I don't have any fuel leaks from pushing around all those lines under there. The front suspension has coilovers, and the dampening for the rebound is slow, so I'm going to show you kind of where it's at now. What is he doing here? Hold on for a second. So my brother is going to recreate the dashboard again in one piece. Lucky me. So he said he didn't want 2 pieces of equipment inside the car. I said I'm happy with what we got. He said he's not. So I said, then sell me on what you're going to do, and next week he's going to redo this again. I just want to make sure I don't have any fuel leaks under the car. And then I'll take you guys underneath and show you what's up. So now you can see the car's down in ride. And you can see here that there is about 3 inches of clearance here, okay? So I'm probably wind up C-notching that a little bit. This car is not going to go off-road. It's not going to have 4 passengers in it. This is just my personal car. I can go higher, and I can also go with more spring. The geometry, the suspension's pretty level here. The pinion angle looks like it's about 4 degrees just by eye. I didn't like dial everything in, but everything fits really well. It looks like I wound up with a little bit more clearance with the 8/8 axle on a drum brake than I did with the 7.5 with a disc brake. And I can still set the car down lower if I want to. I just need to see how much further. You'll see here now the stance of the car is that it's in launch mode. So when you take off, the car would do this. And then the front suspension would start to settle as you go down, keeping keeping the weight transfer.
Like the race cars do.
Exactly. So this is a little slow, and I need to speed it up just a hair more for more street use. So this will take probably an hour for it to settle all the way down. So it's too slow.
Oh.
So I need to change the dampening in the front. The back are not dampened; they're just regular. But it should sit the way that I want it to sit once the front suspension settles down. Before, with the other setup in there, I couldn't get the suspension any higher because of the way that I made everything. Now I can go lower and I can go higher, which makes everything nice. So I can actually set the car down more and just do a little tub work, which I plan on doing. But your suspension really only, it's moving an inch and a half, depending on your weight and your transfer. So if it's moving 3-4 inches, it's a lot of travel. This isn't an off-road vehicle. We're not driving on crazy roads. If I'm going up transitions or down transitions, I go slow. So there's a lot more still to do, but this is quite a project. And then the rear upper sway bar I had in here, I took it out. I didn't have time to fit that. It's another day. But I'm very happy with the way that everything came out. And it looks sick under here. So this is the second 4-link. And the reason why I moved the shocks in closer to the differential, if you want to go with a big tire on it, now it's not that big of a deal to put a bigger wheel or a bigger tub in it or cut it out more. Where in the beginning, on the original setup, the shocks were all the way out in the original G-body location or 8.8 location, which there's no more use for those. And then when you put the sway bar back in, it'll still be rigid in turns. But like I said, this isn't a car that we're auto crossing. Thanks for watching. It's been a long day.